Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, police arrest another suspect in Clarendon mass shooting. The police have captured another suspect in the mass killing of 8 people, including a child, on Cherry Tree Lane in Four Parts, Clarendon last Sunday. He has been identified as Leighton White, otherwise called the Bonds of Maypen in the parish. Reports are that White was reporting on condition of bail to a police station in the parish for a previous case of shooting when he was identified and held by the police. On Wednesday, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitzbailey said 5 people had been apprehended thus far in connection with the incident. Later that day, a man who was suspected to be one of the shooters was fatally shot by police during an operation carried out in Osborne Store, Clarendon. Investigations continue. Several rushed to hospital following 2-vehicle collision in St. Anne. Several individuals have been rushed to hospital following a crash at the Miami Bay entrance to the Edward Seoga Highway in St. Anne. The news understands that a truck and a bus were involved in the crash. An alleged eyewitness said he saw both vehicles in a ditch in the area. A heavy pileup of traffic was said to be in the area. Police were on the scene. Bunting calls on Police High Command and the Security Ministry to address a service vehicle need in Alligator Pond. Opposition spokesman on national security, Senator Peter Bunting, is calling on the Police High Command and the Ministry of National Security to assign a service vehicle to the Alligator Pond policing area. Speaking during a visit to Alligator Pond on Thursday, Bunting said it is unacceptable that the station, which is located in a remote area, is under-resourced.
I'm here at the Alligator Pond police station with Councillor Robinson, who has brought to my attention the difficult situation that the police at the Alligator Pond station find themselves in. Literally from Hurricane Beryl, they have not had a working service vehicle to cover the police area, the wide police area that the Alligator Pond station services. In fact, this is the most remote station, the furthest station from the divisional headquarters in Mandeville. For the last month, police personnel have had to use their own vehicles to respond to any emergency. They've had to use their own vehicles to bring food for the prisoners. This is a prisoner station. If there was an emergency down here, these officers would probably be held liable for not being able to address any illness, any unfortunate thing that might befall one of the prisoners. So we are here today to make an appeal to the High Command and to the Ministry of National Security. This is an unacceptable situation at Alligator Pond Station. It is unfair to the police personnel who have to man it, and it is unfair to the citizenry. Police are first responders to a whole series of emergencies, not just criminal events. It could be a motor vehicle accident, and there is nothing now to serve the citizens.
Councillor Omar Robinson of the People's National Party Alligator Pond Division expressed similar sentiments.
Definitely we are disappointed with the information learned that there is no service unit here. I've lobbied on many occasions for at least 2, and to hear that it's none, it's quite alarming. Our safety has been compromised, and even for the justice system, for the prisoners to get to court, that also has been compromised because there's no service unit. And it's unfair to the officers who have to be using their personal vehicle to respond to some of the calls that they get. And we're calling on the Ministry of Security, we're calling on the government to intervene and let this situation be remedied. It cannot continue like this. Time come for better management.
And let me just say finally, in addition to the situation with the vehicle, you look at the compound. Beryl blew down a fence, a portion of a wall, garbage is piled up. at the station, the whole community of Alligator Pond is not serviced regularly enough. In fact, all the communities from Montpelier coming down do not have frequent garbage collection. And as you drive on this main strip, you see the garbage, the skips filled up, the barrels, everything is overflowing. Dogs, rat, everything is scattering it about. It's totally unacceptable. And it is even evident right here at the Alligator Pond police station.
Organist Robert Doyle dies after collapsing during funeral. Dr. Robert Doyle, an organist at the St. George's Parish Church in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland, collapsed and died on Thursday while playing at the funeral of Westmoreland hotelier and contractor Dane Blushy-Foot. Doyle, who was the owner and operator of Doyle's funeral services in Savannah Lamar, was playing an organ prelude at the packed church when the music stopped suddenly. He was immediately attended to by medical doctors who were in the church but remained unresponsive. He was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where he was pronounced dead later. The service was completed but without organ music except for the final hymn. Attendees cried openly when word circulated at the end of the funeral that the beloved organist had died. Jamaica issues Mpox alert. The Ministry of Health and Wellness on Thursday urged the Jamaicans to take the necessary precautions to safeguard themselves from the deadly Mpox disease, which was Wednesday declared a public health emergency by the World Health Organization. There are presently no cases of Mpox reported in Jamaica. Mpox is a rare disease that is similar to smallpox and can be transmitted by contact and droplet exposure. An outbreak in 2022 was largely among men who have sex with men and was controlled through vaccination and behavior modification. Safe sexual practices, along with practicing physical distancing, mask wearing, and frequent hand sanitization will reduce the likelihood of transmission of the Mpox virus, said a release from the ministry. According to Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bessisa McKenzie, persons must report to the health department if fever and rash occurs following recent international travel or close contact with persons who traveled within the preceding 3 weeks. Health care workers are also to have a heightened sense of awareness of this illness and report suspected cases to the parish health department. On Thursday, Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, in a statement, said the UWI has acquired cutting-edge virus sequencing technologies during the COVID-19 pandemic, which can now be redeployed against the Mpox to provide strong early detection mechanisms. We currently have the capabilities in our laboratories to make a rapid and accurate diagnosis of Mpox and will work closely with the regional ministries of health, the Caribbean Public Health Authority, and the Pan American Health Organization to respond to any introduction of the virus in the region, said Beckles. The first case of Mpox outside the African continent was reported in Sweden on Thursday, and the WHO said more imported clade 1 Mpox cases were likely to be confirmed in Europe soon. The confirmation of Mpox clade 1 in Sweden is a clear reflection of the interconnectedness of our world. There are likely to be further imported cases of clade 1 in the European region over the coming days and weeks, the WHO's European Regional Office said in a statement. In the meantime, Danish drug maker Bavarian Nordic said Thursday it was ready to produce up to 10 million doses of its vaccine targeting Mpox by 2025 after the WHO declared a surge in the virus in a global public health emergency. Alarmed by a rise in cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo and the spread of Mpox to nearby countries, WHO experts said Wednesday that the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. We have additional manufacturing capacity of 2 million doses for 2024 and a total of 10 million doses by 2025, Rolf Sass Sorensen, Vice President of Bavarian Nordic, told the AFP. The company said it was awaiting orders from the countries concerned before starting manufacturing. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.